Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, team, and thank you for tuning in. Susie and I are talking about weight loss / fat loss in today's episode, which for so many people can be such a frustrating point of contention in their fitness journey. So we hope to provide some good value for you guys. And if you haven't yet, make sure you give us a rating and a review, and let's get to it. I'm blindly trusting you here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
There's no trust in this marriage.
What's going on, team?
Welcome back.
Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Welcome back to Couples Counseling with Susie and Brandon.
Follow us for all your marriage tips.
I'm
Still
trusting
married?
Susie right now because usually I'm the one that gets these microphones all set up, but she set it up and
I feel like that's foreshadowing for some bad shit that's about to happen. Like when we go to edit it.
What is editing? We don't edit this thing anymore. We just click record and post.
Because we're just so fluid, babe.
All right.
People want to hear the real, the raw. That's it.
That's it. Okay. Okay. I put up a fun
Was it fun?
social media post. Do I sound so
Did you
old?
rage bait people with your post?
No, I didn't put this up. Okay, I reshared this on my story.
Not
And
even your own work. Plagiarism. Cool.
Yeah, plagiarism at its finest. It was a cool post. All right, it was one of those like, who's the guy that started this? The Change My Mind.
Oh, yeah. I know. The Change My Mind guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that guy's
I don't
name
know.
though?
Who cares?
Anyways, sitting at a table. It was like a cartoon photo of a dad sitting at a table
AI generated.
wearing a T-shirt that said, "Like a regular dad, just better." And then on the table there was this piece of paper on the side of it saying, "There is nothing more weak than a dad blaming his family as the reason he can't be physically fit." Change my mind.
Oh,
And then the
fire.
and then the caption was, "Stop lying to yourself. Stop using your family as an excuse. Oh, I don't want to take time away from my family. Then work out before they wake up. Your family needs you mentally and physically strong, able to lead. And there is nothing weaker than using your family as an excuse."
Yeah.
And I saw that shit and I had to reshare it immediately.
Hot take. That's not so hot of a take, but it might rub people the wrong way. Is
Change her mind.
the people are quick to use that family as an excuse, maybe not intentionally as an excuse, like maybe they're not even aware that they're doing that, but it's like one of those like more noble excuses that people can give for not having quote unquote time to do something.
Yeah.
That is harder for coaches or gym owners or whatever people to argue with or push back on, because I'm being so noble, like I have to spend time with my family and blah 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 blah. And so it's more difficult to get people to change their perspective on that than it is for someone who's like, oh, like I really want to watch 2 hours of Netflix.
Yeah.
When someone has the excuse of wanting to spend time with their family or blah blah blah, all of that, it sounds so noble that I think from the person whose excuse it is his perspective, it's hard to disagree with, or it's hard to argue. And I'm not buying it.
Yeah, how do you tell someone like, hey, how do you tell someone you don't really know what I just read?
Yeah, because it's so cutthroat and aggressive the way we just kind of said it. And we talked about this, obviously, in last week's episode was a little bit about this. And I love that we're having these types of conversations, because I think most of the time people are not using it as a conscious excuse.
Yeah.
They live in the belief system that they don't have time and that they should be with their family and blah, 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 all these things. But, they're probably have no problem leaving their family to go for a boys' night, to watch a football game every once in a while, or to do whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just reframing your priorities.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you say to the person? I think you ask questions. You start by asking questions, because you can't make assumptions. And often in asking questions, you can lead people to where you want them to go on their own, which is more powerful when someone comes to the own realization of like, oh, you can ask them, oh, like what time do you start work in the morning?
Yeah. Or what time, what time does the family wake up on Sunday?
Yeah.
You know, what time does the family wake up on Sunday?
Lots of questions that you could ask people that will help hopefully poke holes in their, what they think is an iron excuse.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a lot of people that we see that drop off their kids on the weekend, you know, or even, you know, we have some like teens in the class as well, and parents just drop their teens off and then peace out. It's like, well, you could be doing something so wonderful with your,
or worse, they stay and watch.
Yeah. The kid. Yeah. For some of the kids, I'm like, why? There's an adult class over there, and then there's the kids class over here. Why don't we just get you owned outside? And it's not like the kids are just roaming around over here. Like,
literally, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like the kids are guided here with our awesome coach Jess, and she's got full control over these kids. She's a mom of 2 beautiful girls, and she's rocking it over here with these girls. And there's an adult class over there with another coach that they're going to take care of you. Mm-hmm. And look at that. The whole family's got their fitness going at the same time. Brilliant. But yeah, it's definitely a little food for thought for you guys. And a lot of you listeners right now have probably broken that belief system and start to understand that. A lot of you guys work out with your kids.
Yeah,
you know?
The biggest flex is actually having kids and making the time.
Yeah.
And being an example to your kids, being a role model in your family, putting your longevity on your priority list, being able to, you know, get down and dirty and play with your kids and all the things that come as a result of making time for your fitness. That's a way bigger flex than being like, oh, I need to spend time with them. And like, let's be honest, you're probably scrolling TikTok on the couch while they're on the floor playing.
Yeah. Yeah, make that time. Your family needs you to be healthy. Your family needs you to be physically fit, mentally sharp, emotionally sane. But yeah, family needs you. Get after it. Make the time. It's not time.
Get out of your own way.
It's not time taken away from them. It's time you're making for them. You know? Yeah. So, anyways,
years on your life you're adding.
Yep. Banter topic. Check. Did you have something for me, my love? You had a.
I had a trend or trash.
Yeah.
Which feels like a little bit of a pivot.
Pivot.
But I love it. I love a
pivot.
Do it.
Pivot before we get into today's topic.
Okay, trend or trash.
What is it? Tell it to me.
Okay,
better be a good one.
Or trash. Grunting during your workouts.
I say, I mean, to the extent and to this each situation, trend. Yeah. Letting out the inner feelings. Yeah, maybe demons, but no, letting out the inner feelings of what's going on. If you're lifting really heavy, then you have to brace really, really tight, and sometimes doing some grunting is going to release that tension. For example, if you're squatting something heavy, you got to take a big inhale, and then as you're standing up, you're trying to exhale at that top portion. So when you're lifting at 90+% effort levels, then sometimes little grunt's going to come out, sometimes a big grunt.
What's like your favorite moment to grunt?
Favorite moment?
Like for me, it's like if I'm doing a heavy clean, I'm for sure gonna grunt.
Yeah, that's true. You do grunt on the heavy cleans, huh?
It's because it's like I can't help it.
I think I grunt the most on squats. I don't think I grunt for cleans. I think I'm so focused.
Heavy enough.
No, I think I'm like so
it's
focused.
Definitely the latter.
No, there's no chance. There's no time to grunt on the cleans for me.
I feel like, yeah. If you're Jason Bucci, you grunt rowing or standing or resting.
Jason's always fighting his demons. He's always pushing at 90+%.
His demons are loud. He's like on 2 minutes of rest grunting.
Jason.
Love him so much.
Jason pushes.
This is just friendly shade, by the way, guys.
There's no shade from my end.
I think it's hilarious. The grunting is next level.
I think Jason pushes at an unreal level consistently day after day.
Yeah, I think if other people push at the same level as Jason, they'd grunt too.
Yeah. The man just freaking goes to work.
Literal
He is actually
animal.
the exact example of the post we were just talking about.
3 kids.
In our 3 kids. He's got twins. He just got a new dog. He lives so far from the gym. He works manual labor all day. He does industrial cleaning. He's like cleaning parking lots, cleaning buildings. He's on his feet all day. Like, he's working hard. It's also his own business that he's running too. So he's running the HR and the admin side of things. And like this guy, and when he shows up to train, like he trains hard.
Like super hard.
Like he's lifting heavy weights. The guy was just front squatting today. I think he did 2 reps at 205 for 2 front squats.
And like I feel like it's worth noting that he weighs maybe 140 pounds.
Yeah.
Like
he's light. Yeah.
Light, lean.
Yeah. That being
pure
said, we've been
skin, bone, and muscle.
we've been working hard on his
Not ounce of
nutrition.
fat on his
He's the
body.
complete opposite of the person we're going to talk about today. Actually, so funny. He's the perfect example of our banter topic, but the opposite example of our topic of the day today. But yeah, his work ethic is unreal. The man goes to work. Man, he has a very good relationship with his family and makes the time for his fitness 5 days a week. Does not let excuses stop him from being an incredible father and an incredible leader in his company and everything. So, yeah.
But he
Shout
grunts
out, Jay.
super loud.
But he does grunt super loud, and he freaking deserves to be grunting
Absolutely.
at that noise that he grunts at, because
He's earned it.
he's earned it. Yeah.
But, I like to chirp him about it anyway.
Of course. Jay
It's only right.
Jay is also one of those people that just loves a little bit of chirping, and
Does he, or did we just establish that he will receive it?
no, he definitely loves it, and he's giving it back. He's
Yeah,
giving
I
it
love
back.
someone who gives it back to me.
Well, at least to you. I don't really chirp him at all.
You don't need to.
You chirp him. He chirps
I chirp
you.
him enough for both of us.
Well, yeah, we love you, Jay. Keep being such an awesome dad, dude. More people need to be like Jason.
Yeah.
Grunting more and being such an
Maybe
awesome
like
dude.
pushing to the intensity that releases the demons.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just thought that would be funny to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a trend. Yeah.
I think it's
And
definitely
and
a
if you think
trend.
it's a trash, you think it's trash?
No.
Oh,
I definitely think it's a trend. I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
a grunter.
Yeah. If you think it's trash, you're just not pushing hard enough.
You've never been to the point where you like. I feel that in some situations it's literally out of my control.
Yeah. I would also say like maybe at the beginning for like any beginner or intermediate. So maybe, there's probably maybe some of you guys listening to this and you're thinking to yourself like you've maybe never grunted before, and that might be probably a good thing, because maybe you're just not at that level where you're pushing that sort of intensity. And
If
before
you're still
Jay,
adapting to the training.
Jay's been doing CrossFit now. I think
Yeah.
he just hit his
Third year?
Yeah, his 3rd year mark of doing CrossFit. But Jay has like a pretty deep background of playing sports before that. He's played sports his whole life. So if you're like just getting into like this fitness thing, and maybe you've never played sports before, or maybe you've played sports, you've taken a big time away from physical activity, and then you've just started just started CrossFit and just started weight training, then yeah, maybe you don't grunt, but eventually it'll come.
Your day will come.
Yeah, your day will come when you
When
let
you
out a
least
little grunt.
expect it.
A little one turns into a big one, and then you're
I
like,
feel
"Ooh,
like when
what
I
if
would have first started
cow
CrossFit.
goes rawr."
Yeah. I feel like when I first started CrossFit, I don't think I could have been more embarrassed than to grunt. And now it doesn't faze me.
Yeah. Grunting is good. Trend. Boom. All right.
More grunting, more lifting,
Let's talk
less excuses.
about weight loss, which is the opposite of Jason over here.
Jason is weight gain.
Jason is on the full weight gain, and he's been filling up. Okay, enough compliments for Jay over here.
Okay, we love him.
But,
We're obsessed with him. He's our favorite person in the whole world.
But weight loss, this has been one of the
Hot topics.
Yeah, well, not hot topics. It's been one of the main focuses that I've been working with people over the last few weeks. This is probably the number one reason why people start a gym. And I feel like we haven't done a podcast on this topic in a decent amount of time
CrossFit
here.
Max is really killing the weight loss transformations right now.
Yeah, some people are doing really, really incredible, and I could not be more proud of these people. Like, there are some people that are making life changes right now. There are people that are just starting on that journey, which I'm excited for. But yeah, now at CrossFit Max, what we're doing is we're onboarding people through 6-week transformation programs. So what that program is we got a weigh-in, we got photos, given a whole nutrition plan from A to Z, portion control, guidelines, like what quality food they should be eating, quantity foods, and all that stuff. And yeah, it's been a really fun few weeks. It's been really cool to sell this package and to see people actually getting results. That's the fun part. Like, there's one thing when you release a program and you're like, oh, I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah, like when it goes from concept to put into practice.
Yeah. And then when you start seeing it being in practice and you start seeing results and you're like, oh shit, like this is working really well. And yeah, some really good feedback from people as well so far. So let's talk quickly. We're not going to do an in-depth whole conversation on how each person is going to be starting their weight loss journey or getting through their weight loss journey. But the first thing is that it's really important that everyone starts their health journey at a very different place. For example, we talked about Jay already. Jay is at a very different point in his fitness career. He's been lean for his whole life. Versus me, when I was a kid, I was actually a really big chubster. I was really overweight as a kid.
That's why you have such a good personality.
Exactly. But then like my weight has fluctuated, and then I found CrossFit. My weight has relatively stayed plus or minus 20 pounds from what I'm at right now. And that could be the case for some people. Some people have, lived their whole life in a more overweight state and are now starting their weight loss journey in their, 30s, 40s, or even 50s.
Right.
And they're going through a whole different situation. So the first thing that's important to note is that every person is starting this weight loss journey at a very different point, and it's unique to each person. There isn't a one formula fits all. And although weight loss is simple, it is not easy because there's so many different variables.
Absolutely. And there's a deep human element to it.
Of course, it's very emotional.
So I would say that even though a weight loss journey is going to have a different starting point for everyone, I think something that is worth just emphasizing that the best starting point is immediately.
Yeah.
Like now. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at, how overweight you are, if you feel like you have a few pounds to lose or 50 pounds to lose or whatever it is. Yeah. I think that what's really important is if you are planning to embark on a weight loss journey, there's always going to be, let me wait till Monday. Let me wait till Christmas is over. Let me wait till the new year. Let me wait till whatever. And that's all you getting in your own way. And actually the best universal time to start a weight loss journey is immediately, today, when you're hearing this, whatever, when you're thinking about it.
Most people, we always hear that just probably the number one excuse is like, I'll start on Monday, or I'll start in the new year. And when we release this podcast, we will almost be 6 weeks away from the end of the year. I think we'll be technically 7 weeks away.
I'm barely getting used to writing 2025.
Yeah. So there will be people that will wait until 2026. They will wait for January. And then there will be the successful people who will not wait, and they will start their journey now. And when we're talking about like this whole weight loss journey, we're talking mostly about losing fat, right? We're not talking about losing muscle tissue. We're talking really primarily about like losing fat. And when we say fat loss, we don't mean this like quick fix, this quick 6-week challenge where we're going to remove all sugar and all these things, and
Be like
and then you're just going to go back to what,
unrealistic.
and then you're just going to go back to what you were doing before and then just gain it all back. Like what we're trying to target here is we're trying to target fat loss, and when we say fat loss, we mean keeping that weight off the body here.
In a strategic and intelligent way that will be sustainable.
Yeah.
It's like relearning how to approach your lifestyle instead of just trying to put a quick fix that might help you lose a few pounds right now, but hasn't taught you anything and has left you starving and ready to gain all the way back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's kind of three main buckets that maybe we'll discuss. There's probably way more buckets like stress and family environment and things like that we could dive into, but there'll be 3 buckets that we'll kind of discuss in this episode here. Okay. The first bucket I'll talk about is food quality. If you're at wherever point you're at in your journey and you're saying to yourself, I want to start to lose weight. I want to really put an emphasis on weight loss, fat loss. I want to be building confidence in my skin. I want to be looking better. I want to be feeling better. I know I want to be more healthy because my doctor is telling me I also need to be more healthy. Then the first thing that you should look at in your diet is the quality of food. And what I mean by that is if you're eating predominantly more processed food,
right?
You're eating out at restaurants a lot. You're buying pre-made meals more often. Then what you need to focus on doing is having a big shift in your diet where you are starting to consume more whole foods. We're talking about foods like meat. We're talking about vegetables. We're talking about fruits. We're talking about nuts and seeds. We're talking about some grains, right? We're talking about cleaning up your diet so that most of the food that you are consuming is purchased by you, cooked by you, and then, eaten on the spot here and not necessarily needed to be warmed up unless it's like leftovers, right?
We love leftovers.
So just that would be the number one thing. And not only will that significantly change the amount of extra calories that are going into your system, you're going to also start to feel like you're going to be eating maybe more food than you were before. Meaning eating something like a McDonald's, combo, or what do you call it? Trio, that was called. McDonald's trio.
How often do we go?
Eating a McDonald's trio is going to be extremely calorically dense, meaning lots of calories in it. And then after that, you're probably going to want to eat more, right? Very high palatable foods that taste really, really good, that have so many calories in it, that want you eating more. Versus if you were just to make your own ground beef patties and put them in a pan, or barbecue them yourself, right? Grill them up, make that, have a serving of vegetables on the side. Maybe you do a saute of peppers and onions and stuff and mushrooms, and maybe you want to put it on top of your patty. Maybe you want to have some sweet potatoes on the side rather than having French fries, or even just regular like a baked potato on the side, right? Now we're talking about chopping off those calories in half. We're looking at a plate that has so much more food on it. And you're also going to consume that plate, and you're going to be, at the end, much more full when you finished it.
Yeah.
And there's going to be so much more nutrients in that food, right? Like the quality of the food that you're going to get is not only going to change your body weight, but it's also going to change your energy. It's going to change how you feel, how you use that energy. When you're working out, you're going to be using that energy. When you're sleeping at night, you're going to be using that energy to recover. When you're just doing your day-to-day stuff, you're going to have much better energy as well. So we're not looking at just from a a body weight standpoint and changing the calories just by changing the process of the food, right? Going from a more like really ultra processed meal to something that is mostly whole food, something that you purchased, something that you cooked. You're not only going to dramatically decrease the calories, you're going to feel more full, and you're going to have much more energy because you're going to get so much more minerals and vitamins and fiber and protein and all those things.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So that's the first bucket that I would say if you are someone who is just starting off on this journey and you are struggling.
You don't know where to start.
Don't know where to start. I would start with there. Get a lot of vegetables in your diet. Get a lot of meat and protein in your diet as well. Those two things combined, veggies and meat, you will be golden, as that should just be your starting point. The second bucket that you should, once you get the quality side of food down, once you start noticing that you're eating mostly whole foods, and maybe some of you listening, a lot of CrossFitters are maybe at this level, this second bucket, is changing the quantity.
Right.
Quantity will have the biggest effect
on your
body.
Yeah.
In terms of fat loss, you can eat super healthy, and this is what most people start to do. They start to understand how to eat healthier foods, but then they don't understand how to portion control things. They don't understand that calories is the number one dictator for body weight.
Right. You can, in theory, actually not in theory, quite easily, you could still gain weight eating healthy foods.
Yeah.
For sure, it's more challenging that way because when you're eating high quality foods, you're not as hungry as when you eat like McDonald's or a bag of chips or something like that, where it's easier to overconsume calories.
Yeah.
But you can still overconsume calories, meaning you're overeating, even if you're eating primarily whole foods.
Exactly, yeah. So changing that quantity, if you're like, okay, like, yeah, I am eating so healthy, like I'm really eating healthy foods, like my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like this is what I'm eating, it's super healthy, but man, the weight just won't come off. You are simply consuming too many calories. The quantity of your food is too high. And what you need to do is you need to do a really honest reflection on how you're cooking your foods and what is going into the system. And what I mean by that is having natural peanut butter is a much healthier alternative.
Absolutely.
To eating like a regular Kraft peanut butter, let's say. But if you're eating 3 tablespoons of peanut butter on your toast, you are getting in so many calories.
Right.
If you are making a salad, like a really nice homemade salad, you got, like spinach in there, a whole bunch of vegetables. You're even putting some chicken in there to get your protein in, and you're making it packed with veggies, a big salad, and you're like, man, I'm so full after eating this salad. There's so many veggies in here. But you dump 3 tablespoons of olive oil on it. It's like, yeah, the olive oil is super healthy for you, and this meal is so healthy for you, but you're just putting way too much olive oil on it.
A lot of calories really fast, and they go unnoticed.
Yeah. Or like a big one, like, okay, well, like I really stopped snacking, and I'm not eating chips or cookies anymore, but I'm having this massive bowl of fruit at night. It's like, well, like, what is this bowl of fruit that and then you show a photo of this massive, like literally this overfull bowl of fruit. It's like, well, that's a lot of calories. That's like 400, 500, 600 calories of fruit that you're consuming right before bed, and that just turns into sugar.
Yeah.
So yeah, once you get the quality side down, which is already really hard for a lot of people, once you start to feel like that is good, which that might be a forever ending battle. Yeah. Even for Susie and myself, like we're always trying to eat mostly whole foods, and I'm a coach. Like I've been doing this for so many years now. Like, we're always trying to progress to lead to more towards whole food. So if you're at that point where you're like, I'm trying, well, that's good. That's kind of what nutrition is. You're just trying to mix and match things based on your taste, based on what you like. Yeah, convenience, time of year as well. Like now it's getting into the winter time. We're having our first snowfall right now.
What the heck?
Like, wintertime, people love soup. In the middle of summer when it's 30 degrees, people love less soup, So, yeah, time of year changes everything. So it's okay if you're still working on the whole food side of things. You're not perfect. No one is perfect. But you have to ask yourself, how is the quantity of my food doing? And a little note for so many people, there's this big emphasis on like sugar, like and carbs being super bad for you. And we do want to be mindful of the amount of like processed sugar we're consuming in our body, candy bars and ice cream and, pastries and desserts and things like that, cereals. But where I see people consume the most amount of calories is usually in fat content.
Right.
And a lot of time people are like, yeah, but there's protein in this. But I'm like, yeah, there's marginal sources of protein in cheese. There's marginal sources of protein in peanut butter, right? There's marginal sources of protein in this bag of nuts, right? But look how many calories there are in this thing. You're most likely over-consuming calories from maybe good quality fats and also maybe bad quality fat as well, but you're most likely over consuming calories on the fat content. And I had a conversation with one of our clients last week about this, and I was saying that like, hey, fat content is much more calorically dense and typically less filling. There is 9 calories for every gram of fat that you consume. There's only 4 calories for every gram of protein and carbs that you consume.
Right.
So it's more than double the amount of calories for every gram of fat. So when you look at like a piece of cheese or a nutrition label on cheese and you're like, yeah, but it has like 9 grams of protein and only 7 grams of fat. Yeah, but if you do the math, 4 times 9 is 36 calories of protein, let's say, but 7 times 9, what is that? 63? Yeah. 63 calories?
No. 63, yeah.
63 calories from fat, right? It's a big difference, right? It's a huge difference. So you have to just be mindful of the amount of fat that you are consuming throughout the process here. And also that fat content usually doesn't fill you up that much more, right? Like if you eat half of a chicken breast, it's quite filling eating half a chicken breast here.
Absolutely.
If you eat a tablespoon of olive oil, it's not very filling, right? It's going to add flavor and everything to your salad and to your cooking and stuff like that, but it doesn't really fill you up, right?
Yeah, and olive oil is like
ultra healthy, really good.
Very healthy food.
Yeah.
It's just also a calorically dense food.
Yeah. So those are the 2 main buckets. And when it comes to weight loss, nutrition is so freaking important, guys. The quality of your food is going to be important, and the quantity is going to change your body weight, your composition, and everything.
Like the real math equation comes from the quantity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You burn more calories than you eat, you're going to lose weight.
Yep.
But when we modify the quality of our food and make the quality of our food better, it is harder to overconsume.
Yeah.
It's very, very still possible to overconsume like we just discussed, but you're going to feel more full when you're eating high quality foods, which will hopefully help maintain the good quantity.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who are like, I just want better energy, I want to be overall healthier, I have blood pressure issues, I have heart issues, I have a lot of like inflammation in my body. I'm waking up in the morning and my knees are hurting, my ankles are hurting, my back is hurting. Like,
right.
Change the quality of your food. For those of you who want to see a difference in your physique, like you want to lose weight, which kind of might go hand in hand. Like if you do lose weight, then you might feel better in your joints and you might have better energy. But if you want to really change your body composition, you have to change the quantity of your food.
Absolutely.
Right. And then the third thing is movement. And I'm not just talking
This is
about
the third
training.
bucket.
This is the third bucket here. I'm not talking about just training. I'm talking about just overall daily movement, the underrated stuff, the making sure you're doing enough steps throughout the day.
Step count.
A lot of people are like, yeah, but I'm like, training. I'm training like crazy. I'm training 4 days, 5 days a week at the gym.
Yeah.
But then you're like, well, like, what are you doing for the other
rest of the
163 hours outside of the 5 hours
That's
per
right.
week, right?
I was talking about a day.
In a day, yeah. So there's 168 hours in a week. If we're lucky, we're getting people for 5 hours. That's a really good athlete right there. If you're training 5 hours a week, you are crushing it, right? But again, that's 5 hours out of 168 hours in a week. There's a lot of time outside there, right? Sleep accounts for a big chunk of that as well. But overall movement, you're like, oh yeah, I just sit at a desk. If you have like a watch, or even your phone does this as well, and you carry your phone with you all the time, then just check your step quantity. Yeah. Check how many steps you're doing in a day. You should be really trying to get as close as you can to 7,000 plus. If you're under 7,000, you need to figure out a way how to move your body. You need to go outside for a 15-minute walk. Rain, shine, snow, no snow, plus 30, minus 30. You need to get steps into your body. This is not a steps into your life, I mean. This is not a I want to lose weight thing. This is just an overall health thing. If you're not doing enough steps in a day, it is really, really detrimental to your overall health. And we're seeing this on life expectancy for people who do more steps. People who do 7,000 steps a day live longer lives. That's crazy. All you have to do is just walk more, and you will live a longer life. And not only longer, but you'll live a better life.
You won't spend as much time with your family.
Take them with you. Get them out there and walk with you.
Facts.
But yeah, so in terms of training, your goal should be to train 4 days a week. If you're just starting off, you're a very beginner, and maybe you've been doing this only for maybe 3 to 6 months, then 3 days is good, right? 3 days is
Get your body to adapt a little bit.
great starting point. But really, like, if you have experience training, or you really want to, like, you have hard goals and you really want to hit body weight and fat loss, 4 days a week. Right. The quote that I love to kind of repeat to myself is, if you want to get better at anything in life, you have to do it more days in the week than not. So if you do it for 3 days, you're technically doing it less days. If you're doing it for 4 days, then you're doing it for more days in the week than you are not.
This is what Brandon tells Thomas when he's trying to get him to play basketball in the living room.
We need 100 shots before daycare, son. Let's go. But yeah, so those are the 3 major buckets that you need to be playing around with. Like I said, there's so many more factors. There's sleep, there's hydration, there's your environment, there's your support system. Like, there's so many other things, and we're really simplifying this in a 20-minute conversation piece. But if you're like, I'm lost, I don't know what to do, I've been stuck at this weight and I just want to lose weight, those 3 things in together here will give you most of the results you are looking for. Change the quality of your food, start changing the quantity of your food, and then get movement in. Train 3 to 4 days per week, and then from there, get more steps in. Go for a walk. If you're under 7,000 steps, you need to be moving your body more. Sorry to break it to you.
And sign up for the CrossFit Max Transformation Program.
Hell yeah. Next group is starting this week, and they're going to be
we have people who have been in it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, and they're like down 10 pounds.
Some people are at their 4th week right now. Others are on their 2nd week. So yeah, there's some really incredible people. Some people are down more than 10 pounds. Some people are down just around 10 pounds. It is cool. And then, like, saying those numbers is like, could seem arbitrary, but it, like I said, going back to the first thing, it just depends on where you are. Losing 10 pounds when you're 250 pounds seems much more achievable if you're trying to lose 10 pounds when you're 140 pounds, right? So it is unique to each person, and we're trying to keep evolving this program that we're starting here, and I am super pumped with the first two groups that are going through this right now, and yeah, I'm excited for the next group to start this weekend, and yeah, we got a fun journey ahead. So hopefully, if you guys are on like that journey where like, man, I'm stuck. Number one, reach out to us. Let us know that you're having some troubles. We're not here to judge. We're here to help. We're here to guide you on this journey. And number two, make sure you're doing those three things. All right, those three buckets are going to be pretty much 80% of what you need to do here. And sometimes you just need a little bit of guidance doing it. So
love it.
Yeah, I want to name Client of the Week to end the pod. Someone who's on their 4th week here. And
oh my God, time flies.
What's that?
Time flies. Can't believe they're on their 4th week.
Yeah, they've been crushing it. They're a newer member at the gym. They've been absolutely crushing it, and had their mid-session consultation. So they're mid check-in at the 6-week mark. So this was at the 3-week mark.
Right.
And yeah, he's like, yeah, like, you know, I was skeptical at the beginning. I saw some nice results after 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to lose anything more. 3rd week, did his weigh-in, lost a little bit more. And the cool thing is he's actually not even here this week. He's from Saskatchewan, so he's visiting family in Saskatchewan. And he's like, yeah, like I'm going to go to the gym over there, like these 4 days over there, and I'm going to like keep it up. And I'm probably going to do a couple runs over there as well. So this client is Ian.
Ian,
so
yay.
Shout out to Ian for just being an awesome dude. He's been a wonderful addition to our community here the last 4 weeks. We miss you this week, buddy, but keep up the hard work. Hopefully your fun energy.
Weather's nicer too in
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be nicer in Saskatchewan than it is here.
Yeah, I feel like usually their winters are crazy.
Yeah, their winters are brutal. But yeah, he's honestly been someone who has really loved to learn and is willing to put in the work.
Killing it.
And I've had some really, really good conversations, like one-on-one conversations with him where he's just opening up to the process rather than being super restricted. And yeah, he's really he's got a growth mindset, and I freaking love that. So
we love to see it.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you give us a rating and a review. Hey, if you have some like a topic that you want us to discuss here, whether that's banter topic, whether you have a trend or trash that you want Susie and I to discuss,
that would be hilarious.
Shoot us a DM. We would love to hear something, even if it's just like a random thought. We would love to get some engagement from our listeners. Closing in on 25,000 downloads. We might be there by the end of this year.
Yeah.
We're close.
Remember when we set a bunch of goals at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they were?
We'll have to go back and find that episode. Maybe I feel like we've had a lot of people recently just start listening to the podcast and they're like, I'm going all the way back. So yeah, we'll have to go back and listen to that episode. But
just let us know what we said 2 years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, shoot us a DM. Let us know if you want a banter topic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
Bye.